Pamela 1. Pamela 1. Tagal naman ni Miss Alexis, Harriet, Cardenas. Tagal naman
Ay,
ng co-host ko.
hello po. Ito
Ay,
po ba
sino
yung
po sila?
recording for the Highcast exclusive?
Yes. Oo, bakit po?
Substitute po kasi ako ni Miss Alexis. May date po today, Valentine's.
Oh! Hi po, I'm Riel Ocampo.
Hello po, I am your co-host for today's episode, Mr. Terence B.
Yes, go na go!
Ayan, so serving with integrity
Connecting with sincerity.
here in Highcast exclusive.
Presents ang lamig ng Valentine. Sa buhay na to, mga single na lang ang panalo.
An original High News Senior podcast.
And also Spotify, powered by Anchor.
This episode is very special, not just because today is a very special day, but also because may pa-raffle tayo dito. Ayan,
Ay, wow.
Highcast nyo, lumilevel up na. So throughout the episodes, we will be announcing 14 winners of 2 times 10 squared pesos. Kayo na bahala mag-convert para may pang-date kayo. And all these are thanks to
Special thanks to the SHS Student Council for partnering with us for today's special episode. Abangan niyo po ang napaka-bright student leaders sa future episode ng Highcast Exclusive.
So Riel, paano nga ba yung mga pa-hashtag na yan?
Hala, nabalita mo na yan. Okay, so every episode kasi may hashtag kami. And for today's pinaka-special na episode, meron kaming bagong hashtag. Care to tell us? Sige, paano yan? Sige.
Pam param pam pam.
Ay, alam!
Hashtag love kita.
Yes, napakaganda, no? Love kita. Love mo ako? Okay. Charot.
Ayan, so with this special episode of Highcast, we are here para makidama, ipadama, and for us to all together craft and understand the ideal love for us in this season of love.
So, ayun na nga. Let us introduce our guest. Ang mga pangmalakasang singles ng AUF. Single po silang lahat dahil busy sa mga dates ang mga may jowa today. Emma! So, ayun, let us welcome the first one. The one and only hopeless romantic of Section 12, St. Albert. Dun dun dun! Miss Francess Shekinah Garcia. Hello po!
Hello, Miss Shekinah.
Hi po. I'm Francess
Kamusta
Riel
po kayo?
Okay lang po.
So, single ka?
Single na single po.
Kaya, pagpatuloy mo yan!
Ayan, for our next guest, syempre, hindi din papakabog ang ating single but proud because she's not yet ready to mingle. Miss Maria Alexandra Angeles from St. Ives.
So, ayun po. Kamusta po kayo, Miss Maria Alexandra Angeles?
Very single po in all aspect of my life.
Ooh. So, you're really not ready to mingle. Tama ba ang aming ano?
Yes po. Actually in gray area pero more leaning on not ready to mingle.
You're good naman po right now, no?
Yes, I'm very good naman alone.
Yan. Tama. Sit tight at saka mamaya, meron tayong napaka-deep na discussion. Single. Ready na ready. Ready. Tatlo ready yan Tatlo. Ready to mingle. So, call nyo na po siya at 092 Emma! Mamaya na tayo maglaglagan ng socials. Ito na po si Mr. Aldrich Soriano from 12 St. Colbe. Kamusta ka dyan?
Hello po.
Anyway, ayun, sige. Kamusta naman po kayong tatlo? Aming guest, Mr. Aldrich, Miss Alexandra at Miss Francess. Bakit nyo naisipan na mag-guest ngayon? Bakit?
Ako po nandito ako i-promote yung self-love tayo ngayong Valentine's Day 2022. Mahalin natin ang sarili natin, guys.
Yes. Singles for the win. Sabi nga naman ni Beyonce, di ba? Who runs the world? Singles. Charot! Ayun, single ladies, di ba? Ayan. Mr. Aldrich, sige, ikaw.
Tumama po talaga ako dito para masabi lang yung joke. Joke lang.
Patok na patok yan! Tama. Wala ka na, meron ka ba message yan sa mo? na gusto sabihin? Bakit ka pumasok dito?
Gusto ko lang po sabihin na kain well sa lahat ng tao kumakain kayo.
Okay! Sige, Miss Francess, ikaw naman, bakit ka pumasok dito sa episode na to?
Siguro lang po is para mapakita ko lang po sa mga kapwa Angelinians ko or kahit sino pong mga teen, pag umamin ka sa crush mo, hindi ka, you're not always like gonna return the feelings po.
Yeah. Ano, napaka heartfelt. Gusto ko umiyak. Syempre, last without, syempre, ang aking co-host, tatanungin kita. Bakit ka nag-host ngayong Valentine's special?
Hindi ko din nga alam baka nga wala talaga ako ma-share dito kasi wala talaga akong experience sa love. But I know pro ka dito, so guide me well.
Ako? Di ako pro. Hala, wala ako jowa since birth.
Pero like I'm really excited with how the episode shall turn out because from our guests, there are different kinds of singles we are with. Meron tayong hopeless romantic, single but not ready to mingle, and single and ready to mingle. And they will share later their insights and experiences with how we will tackle later our topic, which is about love.
Excuse me po! Nakaka-intriga nga naman ng mga guests natin for today. Pero before that, syempre, mag-reminders and precautions muna tayo, Mr. Terence. Unahin ko, sige, everything that will be discussed. Again, kagaya ng ibang episodes, just like with yun nga, nung last episode, nasabi ko rin, is just based on our perspectives and experiences. Okay?
Tama, and take what resonates. Leave what doesn't. You may take nothing at all. We did not manifest for you to listen to this Char! Tarot reader yarn.
Tsaka yun, it is highly recommended to open your hearts as you listen because there are some serious topics and you might even feel connected to some. Tama!
Tama. So ayan, ready na ba kayo sa heart-to-heart talk?
Okay, history lesson muna tayo mga be. Time travel. Pero, wait! May pumasok before. Ayan, Miss Harriet, ba't ka nandito?
Hello po. Miss niyo ako?
Hindi. Hindi ka namin miss. Best special episode to, hindi ka welcome. Charot!
Okay. Hello, host Riel, host Terence B. And
Hello!
Hello.
Guests. I am
Andito
here.
ka ba para palitan na ako?
Oo, alis ka na. Joke lang. Okay. I am actually here to present the first batch of raffle winners and their confessions. Pwede ba?
Pwede naman, basta ako dapat yung tawagin mo sa raffle.
Ay, gusto niyo ng mga bagets? Yung may pa-Gcash, pang-load para sa mga jowa nila? Okay, go!
Okay, before I start, I would like to tell the winners congratulations and you will be emailed by the student council. Okay, let's go. Let's start na. Ito na po. Starting with the first entry. Let's keep it simple, pero masakit. Hirap mong mahalin, Matt. Sino yan? Matt?
Yun na yun?
Oo, yun na yun.
Na-intriga naman ako.
Yun na yun?
No? Pero, yun na yun, pero strong.
Pero ba't may feelings? Ang sakit. Ano?
Hirap mong mahalin, host Riel. That's from Anonymous.
Hindi talo.
4 words lang, pero grabe yung intensity of love.
True.
Okay, another one. Ang cute mo, Jermaine Passion. Your voice is the right amount of deep and you smell so good. Downy for the win. But still, you're so poggy. Chat me na please. Chat mo na daw. I met him in grade 7 and he looked like a character from Minecraft because his jaw is like squared. I was placed beside him because of our seating arrangements and I just kept yapping about my whole life. Then I started pestering him through chat as well. Ha 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 ha. But no matter how weird or annoying I got, he didn't ignore or got mad. Hee hee. But anyway, we've been friends ever since. He kinda is a low-key gamer, so like to spend more time with him, I tried learning games like League of Legends, Valorant, Stardew Valley, and more. I still kinda suck, but like he doesn't get tired of playing with me. Oh my god, ano all? Ayun. I'm wondering if we could be more.
Oh
Ay,
my God, hindi ko
more.
na kaya.
Ay, loko.
But like, I just appreciate the fact that sinubukan niyang intindihin yung isang bagay na gustong-gusto ng taong she confessed.
Yeah, true.
Nakaka-warm sa feeling nun.
Mm-mm. And she ended it with, "You'll know who I am if you see this. Invite me to play Stardew later."
Oh
That's
my
from
gosh.
Hemoglobin.
Jermaine,
Oh,
pakigalawang baso.
ang sweet naman. Okay. Nakakakilig guys. But let's move on to the others. Okay. Kalma tayo. Entry number 3. I confessed countless times already, but your answer is always the same. Prank ba to? Or sometimes, friend only? Aray ko. Okay. Maybe it's my fault din kasi memes mga ginagamit ko para umamin kaya di siya nagmumukhang totoo. Tapos, I want to stop na rin naman. Kaso, magchat-chat ka bigla. Di ka ba aamin this month? So, I don't know ano ba talaga, Lods. Mas malabo ka pa sa vision ko. Pero I want you to know na kahit super gulo mo, I will always like you. Pero I will stop naman na umamin kapag sinabi mo na, stop na. Pero kahit di na ako aamin, feel ko ikaw pa rin talaga. Sana after this, you will clarify ano ba talaga. Ano ba?
Wala.
Oh my gosh.
Pero bakit ka naman kasi memes? Memes?
Bakit
Nanggigigil
memes?
ka ba?
Pwede namang I like you. Ganun lang, 3 words.
Oo,
Char.
ang simple. Pero ang hirap na
Tama.
naman kasi gawin. Ang hirap i-send. Ang hirap pindutin nung button, tama?
So, Anonymous, don't be pressured and I hope you figure it out. Anyway, next na.
Sige, pwede ako magbasa?
Ay, oh my gosh. Sige.
Feel ko gusto ko to. Branding ko to.
Sure.
Okay, NG number 4. Secret na lang sa name. Gusto ko lang naman sabihin na, ba't kaya ang hilig ng mga tao na magpakita ng motibo tapos papaasahin ka lang? Sa una, sasabihin na itatry niya pa rin yung best niya para magbalikan kayo. Pero ang ending, pinaasa ka lang naman pala niya.
Anon, okay ka lang. Hala.
Kaya mo ba? Uy, ang bigat nun!
Andito lang kami.
Uy! Guys, huwag kayo paasa. Hindi maganda yan.
Tama, you should always be clear of your intentions.
That's true. Okay, move on. Kalma, guys. Alam ko masakit. Pero we have to move on. Ay.
Ay, good segue.
Eto, confession niya. I like JC. JC, hello. This person likes you. He's my happy crush. A happy crush naman. Due to his interesting personality. I like the way he communicates with people and how humble he is. I even got to the point that I wanted to email him to state my confession and pretend to be anonymous. So when this form was announced, I thought that it's a great opportunity to share my feelings towards him. I wanted to have more conversation with him, but I'm always seen at the end, and it's struck me like lightning that I'll never get a chance, especially if it's LDR. I also don't think he's interested because he's more like study first, but it's okay because I have a conversation with him even if it's just short and it's heavenly good. Heavenly good.
Pero kasi pag happy crush, mahirap din yan eh. Pag na-fall ka, ay, bawal yan, be.
True. Ayan guys, that's the first 5. Abangan nyo po ang next, sorry, I'm not good at math, but the next entries. So I'm
Mamaya.
passing it. Yes, I'm passing it on to you guys na.
Alalayas ka na ba?
Opo,
Charot.
opo. Goodbye po.
Ayun, sige.
Ayan, so
Ayan.
first 5 confessions pa lang, mainit na init na, paano pa kaya later? Pero before we dwell on that, let us first ask, sino ba nagpauso nitong Valentine's Day na to? And so, the ancient Romans may also be responsible for the name of our modern day of love. Emperor Claudius II executed two men, both named Valentine, on the 14th of February of different years in the 3rd century AD. Their martyrdom was honored by the Catholic Church with the celebration of Saint Valentine's Day.
Ayon, others claim that the Christian Church may have decided to place Saint Valentine. Ay, mas gusto ko Saint Valentine. Pwede ba yun? Saint Valentine's, charot. Feast day in the middle of February in an effort to Christianize the pagan celebration of Lupercalia. Celebrated at the Ides of February, or February 15, Lupercalia was a fertility festival dedicated to Faunus, the Roman god of agriculture, as well as to the Roman founders Romulus and Remus. So, pero yon, nalaman na natin yan. Mag-move on na tayo. Yung main topic natin, ano nga bang relationship? Back to basics tayo, Mr. Terence B. Sige. Care to share? Ano nga ba yan?
So, relationship is having a connection of people. It can either be platonic or romantic, like for friends, family, and acquaintances.
Mr. Terence B, tatanungin kita. Tatanungin kita, okay? Ayan. Why do we, tayo, as human beings, sige, yearn for relationship? Either platonic or romantic man yan. Bakit? Bakit?
Personally, as the saying goes, no man is an island. And we cannot survive on our own because, of course, kailangan din natin ng kalinga ng iba para tayo ay mabuhay.
Ang ganda naman nun. Sa akin siguro, it's because, kasi may nabasa ako na like a quote from Mariano Guzman. Kilala niyo ba yon? Kilala niyo ba
Yes,
yun,
is that
guys?
from Encanto?
Yeah, sa Encanto. Sabi niya, nakaka-relate kasi ako dito. Sabi niya, I just have so much love inside me. So ayun, sige, let's move on, Mr. Terence B. Ayun, let's tackle. What makes a relationship healthy? Mr. Terence B, paunahan mo. Paunahan mo.
Yes, so first, sabi daw nila, it may sound ironic, but fighting is a sign that you are striving to make your relationship healthy. Personally, I believe fighting in a relationship is necessary because you call out what you think is wrong or what needs to be improved. And you initiate a fight not with the intention to fight talaga na rar, 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 but the fight with the intent na gusto mong mag-work kayo. And as early as now, you are trying to solve what needs to be solved. Ang mahirap kasi is that there are relationships kasi that are afraid to speak up and they choose to get away from it rather than facing it on the spot. Kaya minsan, those relationships lead to irreversible damage. Kasi nabibuild up yung sa kanila yung galit, the frustrations, the confusion, and all. Which is really sad. How about our guest? What do you think about this, Miss Francess? What do you think about fighting?
Kaya kung may gusto siyang sabihin,
Oo.
ilabas mo na yan.
Wala naman. I mean, fighting, it's natural. Kasi kahit naman yung even wife and husband, they fight. So, I think it does prove na healthy yung relationship.
So ayun! Back to the main topic. Ang next ay ang communication. Bakit kaya? Kasi tandaan natin, communication is the key to solve everything. Kapag nag-away kayo, anong gagawin nyo? Siyempre, magkausapan, di ba? Mag-talk to talk. Deep talk, ganun. Ikaw, Mr. Terence B, kapag ba nag-away kayo ng pamilya mo, anong ginagawa mo?
Of course, you have to call it out and do your best to communicate. And when you communicate, you do not just use your mouth to speak, but with also an open heart and mind.
Yep. You need to understand the other party's feelings, of course, yung mga sinasabi niya, and compromise, di ba? Ayan,
How about our guest, Mr. Aldrich?
Hello po. I guess po, I think I just can say po na if you really love the person po, you would know the subtle nuances po in that way that they speak. So kahit hindi nyo man po siya marinig na magsalita or magreklamo, I think kung mahal niyo po talaga yung tao, malalaman niyo at malalaman niyo rin kung may problema.
Oh, so
Mm.
mararamdaman mo. Tama nga
Sabi niya
naman.
daw? Sabi niya non-verbal. So ayun, ang next one naman ay trust and being faithful. Ano ang sayo mo dito, Mr. Terence B?
For me, trust and being faithful is the most important quality a relationship must possess. Kasi ito yung pillar that anchors a relationship. How about you, Miss Alex? What is your thoughts about having trust and being faithful to your partner?
Agreed naman sa sinabi mo that it's the bare minimum tsaka yung pillar ng relationship. Pero aside sa trust and being faithful, siguro kailangan din ng as we've talked about earlier, yung communication na. Yung healthy communication tsaka yung parang ayun yung vessel ng connection yung dalawa. I think that's very important for relationship.
Yes, that's true.
Tsaka when you trust a person, di ba kahit wala yan sa tabi mo, alam mo na safe, hindi siya kakaliwa, ganun.
Okay, so now, effort. What for you is effort, Miss Francess?
Effort, for me siguro is yung he gives you time. Yung effort niya na hindi naman like, I'm not saying na although maraming modules, hindi ko naman sasabi na dapat prioritize niya ako. I'm just saying na yung effort niya na mag-chat lang, magkamusta, ganon. Like, how's your day? Did you eat na? Yung ganon lang.
Yeah, the genuine feeling.
Little things matter kasi, di ba?
Yeah, that's true.
Ayan, tama nga naman po kasi si Miss Francess. Di ba, Miss Francess? The little things matter nga naman. Yung konting pa-update lang dyan, ganon. Effort na yun. So, ayun, ang next naman natin ay ang boundaries. Mr. Terence B, care to share kung ano yan?
So, boundaries is parang andito din yung aspect ng respeto wherein you respect the other person to have some time alone because couples doesn't necessarily have to talk every day all day. Kasi minsan kasi being an individual, parang may mga oras talaga na gusto talaga natin na meron tayong sariling time natin in which we could have some time to reflect or ponder upon different things.
Tsaka katingin ko nga kung mag-aasawa ko in the future. Papagawa ko ng 2 separate bedrooms. Kayo ba? Ikaw, Mr. Aldrich, sige. Ano tingin mo? Kakaya mo na every day, every night, katabi mo. Baka bali humihilik yung mo. Anong gagawin mo?
Ako po sana, siguro, pag-mix ko po yung idea na ayoko siya makatabi, pero gusto ko siya makatabi. So, bali po, nasa bunk bed kami, tapos ako po yung nasa bottom. Kumbaga, tapos siya po yung sa taas. Ayoko po sa taas kasi minsan, di ba, nakalagay aircon doon, tapos lalamigin ako siya.
Yeah,
So,
oo.
bottom. Ganun po.
Tama nga naman. And now, respect. As I have mentioned kanina, respect then is something na meron dapat kayo sa isa't isa of your other special person. Now, I have a kwento about respect. I actually have a friend and then it turns out na yung partner niya is wala siyang trust sa akin as being na kaibigan ng jowa niya. And gusto niyang lumayo yung friend ko sa akin. And syempre, being a supportive friend, I want my friend naman to be supported along the way of his relationship. And like, personally, okay lang siya, pero na-disappoint ako kasi if I would be in a relationship, I would want the other person to respect me. Because ako personally, I know myself. I know the person whom I associate with and I know my moral standards. And hindi ko naman ilalagay yung sarili ko on a relationship wherein respect isn't mutual.
Kunwari ikaw mismo, Mr. Terence B. Individual ka, tao ka. So dapat hindi naapektuhan, di ba? Like, you need to respect your
Yes.
privacy and also yung katauhan ng partner mo. Walang gaganyan, Vebs. So ayun, ang next ay ang support. Di ba, Mr.
Wait
Terence
na,
B?
I have similar kwento.
Sige,
Oh,
sige.
ayan.
Ilathala na yan.
Time naman, nasa perspective ng ng jowa naman. Sa past relationship ko, na
Juicy! Go!
yung boyfriend ko nun, like, binabakuran niya ako. He doesn't want me to keep my relationship with my boy space friends. Kasi I have a lot of guy friends. Kasi, especially I play games with them, ganon. Pero it doesn't want me to communicate with them anymore when we started dating, ganon. So it kind of feels suffocating. Pero, I mean, I didn't know it was a huge red flag, so I just ignored my friends. I kind of left them off. Tapos, I just go with him. Pero at the end of the day, iniwan niya ako. So, ayun, it's a red flag, guys. Pag binabakuran kayo ng ganon, tsaka hindi
Yeah.
din ito yung
That's
friends.
true. And we'll talk
Tama.
about more of that red flags later.
Yeah.
Pero, ganyan talaga, Miss Alex. Nakakabulag talaga ang pagmamahal.
Tsaka in accordance sa ika-connect natin sa sinabi ni Miss Alexandra, yung napaka-juicy na kwento niya sa kanyang sarili. Yung support. Kasi diba, aside from respecting yung individuality nung partner mo, you should support everything that he, she, they do sa kanilang buhay. Tama.
Yes, that's true. Kaya, I'm not generalizing, but there are some, especially the academically competitive students talaga who doesn't like entering into relationships kasi feeling nila that if they would spend more time into their academics, parang maaaring ipa-feel ng other person na wala na siyang time para sa kanya, and so they would then feel na walang support na binibigay yung special person na yon sa kanila with what they do. Kaya necessary dapat ang support in a relationship.
Yeah, tsaka you should never take away your partner's individuality as a person.
Yep. Tama po. So, ayun, ang next naman natin ay ang acceptance. Kasi, tandaan natin na sa love, kahit anong gender yan, love is love. Tama po ba yan, mga guests? Mga co-host ko dito?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
Love
true.
and form is love, self-love,
Hmm.
platonic love, romantic love, it's love.
Kahit anong form pa yan, kailangan ng acceptance.
And like, even amidst of all your differences, is as long as you accept one another, doon nagsisimula yung isang bond that would be your basis in your entire relationship. There's a song that I would like to cite. It's from Chainsmokers, Inside Out. And one of the lyrics said, "Let me see the dark side as well as the bright. I'm gonna love you inside out." And like, it's a very special song personally because that just shows how every person should be ready to accept the other. Na hindi lang dapat kung anong panlabas nila as well as sa panloob.
Siguro my thoughts ko lang sa acceptance is for our relationship to really work well with acceptance, yung parang key binding factor. I think it should start within yourself po. You need to accept yourself first before accepting others po.
Yes,
Kasi
that's true.
in relationship, I guess, in my opinion po, we shouldn't be looking for someone who's going to complete us. We need to look for someone who's going to complement us po. Kasi we don't really know kung ano pong mangyayari. So kung kunyari nawala siya, and you feel lost. Pero kung nawala siya, pero parang they just compliment you, parang you can treat it as a beautiful experience. Yung parang I am very thankful that I have experienced someone who is great like you.
Uy, I love that. Like, kasi parang one misconception about relationship is that they say you have to find your other half. But with what Mr. Aldrich has mentioned, hindi dapat gano'n. Dapat kumpletuhin mo yung sarili mo and hanapin mo yung magko-complement sa'yo at hindi yung kukumpleto sa'yo. Dahil before you enter a relationship, dapat buong-buo ka na, alam mo ang sarili mo at kilala mo kung sino ka.
Kaya to, alamin natin yung mga love languages, Mr. Terence B.
Yeah, and for a healthy relationship, the partner must know the needs of one another.
Ayan, we're going to talk about how couples, of course, must meet in the middle. Yung sa gitna Pre, hindi lang namin yung isa lang nag-effort, di ba?
So, love languages are commonly understood as how one expresses love. However, we must remember that this can also determine how one person would want to receive love. It could be through words of affirmation, acts of service, gift giving, quality time, and physical touch. Ikaw ba, Riel? What for you is your love language?
Wait, ako? Ako, totoo.
Oo, time mo na to para i-promote yung sarili mo sa institusyon.
Okay. Siguro, para sa akin kasi, I love reassurance. Like, kapag yung tao, sinabi niya na, ayun, mahal kita, walang iba, ganun. I feel safe. Feel ko na, hala, okay, ganito pala yung nire-reassure ako, ganun. Yung bibigyan ka lang ng update, yung day mo nun, buong araw, okay na, good morning lang. So para sa akin siguro, number 1 top spot ko, sarili ko, words of affirmation. Okay! Mr. Terence B, hindi kita papalampasin. Ano sa'yo?
Ako personally agree. Words of affirmation din ako. Kasi ako personally, I am a really opinionated person. And I appreciate it more if the other would be able to fully articulate what the other person feels towards me. And yun nga, yung mga maliliit na bagay is napapadama nila sa'yo kahit sa mga small things lang, like ayun nga, updates and all. How about you naman, Miss Francess? What for you is your love language?
Ayan, hot seat.
Ano ba yan?
Ilantad na yan, ilantad na.
For me, siguro, ano na lang, I actually, physical touch. Kasi, since like, yung parents ko, I always see them hugging and like, you know, magta-touch ng hands, like kahit maglalakad lang kami papunta sa mall. So like, siguro na-adapt ko yon. So, for me, physical touch.
That was very nice. Sana all.
Ng hand. Bigyan na lang kita ng aso para mayakap ko din.
Ay,
Ang ganda nga naman, ang ganda. Gusto ko tuloy malaman yung kay Miss Alexandra.
Ako, multiple yung love language ko.
Ay.
Kasi I grew up in a very loving environment. Words of affirmation, acts of service. Pero siguro mga less than 50% sa gift giving. Pero more on quality time ako. Like, I like to spend time with my loved ones.
Yeah, kasi minsan kasi your presence is already the gift.
Yes.
Ay,
Pero
Ganda
syempre
na.
hindi namin palalampasan lahat ng guests. How about you, Mr. Aldrich? What for you is your love language?
Bago ko sagutin yung tanong na yan, gusto ko lang share kasi parang may nakita yata ako sa TikTok yata or something. Yung parang love languages daw is related dun sa toxic trait mo.
Ay.
Kumbaga, kunyari, yung toxic trait mo is binibring down mo yung sarili mo palagi, nag-overthink ka. Yung parang possible love language mo daw is words of affirmation. So yung sa akin,
ano?
yung love language ko, most of the time, lumalabas talaga is physical touch. And I think mas lalo pa siyang na-amplify since 2 years na yata tayo in the lockdown. So wala na po akong, mostly sa friends na rin, kasi mahilig po akong mag-hug talaga. And other things. Pero sometimes, physical touch yun talaga.
Napakatagal nga naman ng lockdown na to, ng pandemic. Mr. Terence B, sige, hatsit kita. Kailan last na relationship mo?
Wala po.
So
Wala.
ano yan?
For real.
Single since birth. Ganun ba
Single
yan?
since birth, ganon. Hindi ko nga alam ba't ako nag-host dito eh.
Pero ito, may nakita akong babae na nasa recording studio natin ngayon. Miss Harriet! Sige! Ihansit kita! Ibigay! Or sabihin mo sa amin, tsaka sa mga listeners, ano ang love language mo? Kasi, alam namin sa pagkabalita ko na may jowa ka daw right now. Shoutout po sa'yo, Mr. Joaquin!
Host Riel, hindi man nga ako guest or host dito. Pero siguro, it has changed throughout time. Dati physical touch. And I
Oh.
agree with what Aldrich said. Nag-amplify nga dahil sa pandemic. Pero,
Mhm.
dahil nga nag-change yung times, more of like acts of service and words of affirmation na siya. Kasi, parang online na lang siya. So, acts of service, yung parang, ako na lang gumawa ng homework mo. Ay, ako,
Hala,
assignment mo, char.
bet ko yun.
Yung mga
Oy,
ganon.
walang ganyan.
Ganon.
Yung words of affirmation niya, sobrang every night, I don't have to ask for his words of affirmation. So, that's one thing talaga I'm thankful for. Yun lang po.
Mhm.
Okay, yung spotlight po sa inyo na. Ano ba? Kayo naman.
Yung bigla-biglaan na lang yung sinasabi, Love, I love you. Oh,
True.
ganyan! So, ayun. Usapan natin yung mga love language na yan. Siyempre, dumako tayo sa mga problema. Walang sasaya ngayong Valentine's. Sige, ano nga ba ang mga common problems kapag nasa relasyon tayo? Tsaka, of course, sige, para may palugit, yung mga possible na solution doon sa mga problema na yun. O sige, unahin ko. Mr. Terence B. Kamusta ka dyan?
Okay lang naman.
Nanonood ka ba ng mga shows, TV series? Ano favorite mo?
Game of Thrones.
Oh, GOT baby!
Yes.
Yung mga mga napapanood mo doon na masasabi mo gusto mong gawin in real life.
Yung mga gusto ko, na napanood ko na gusto kong gawin, ay yung mahanap ko talaga yung para sa akin. Nag-rhyme! I'm
Ganda
not sure
nun
if familiar kayo. Kilala niyo ba si Rob Stark? Isang character.
Mhm.
And then, meron siyang isang napangasawa named Talisa. And then, he wasn't supposed to marry Talisa, but he did anyways. Kumbaga parang he let his guard down, forgot all of his duties, his reputation, and involvement in other matters just for love. And that's what, for me, yung gusto kong ma-attain na napanood ko doon sa movie. Kung saan mahanap ko yung true state of love. Anyways, it's not about the TV series we will talk about. Rather, the common problems during a relationship.
Mhm.
Kasi nga
Ayun.
naman, relationships aren't a fairy tale. So don't expect it to always be smooth sailing.
Yes.
So,
Okay, nandito tayo sa topic na expectation versus reality. Ayan, i-hot seat natin ulit. Sige, Miss Francess, unahin kita. Ano ang expectation sa isang relationship na masasabi mo hindi matutupad sa reality? Sabihin mo.
Expectation, I think for me is like, yung gagawin kanyang priority or hindi, or lahat ng time niya nasa iyo. But it's not always like that in real life. Laging merong like sagabal sa time niyo eh. So you can't really expect na full time niya nasa iyo. So like, ganun.
Yep. So, yung summary po na kaya sinabi ay every time, tandaan natin na hindi tayo yung pinipili. Oh, eme! So, ayun, inay sa atin si Mr. Aldrich. Sige, ikaw, expectation versus reality mo.
Para sa akin siguro yung expectation na magiging kayo forever, I guess. Sorry kung like, nagsasound bitter, pero like, kasi parang di ba mas healthy kung nasa isip mo na parang may possibility talaga na hindi kayo until the end. Kumbaga, ini-enjoy mo na lang yung moment. Yung parang, kung ready mo, kung time na para pakawalan, time to let go. At least na-experience mo yung tao. At least, naging kayo in some way.
yeah.
Tama,
The thing din kasi about being in a relationship, for me kasi, having a relationship with someone is like building a jigsaw puzzle together. Kumbaga, throughout sa time na magkasama kayong binubuo yung jigsaw puzzle na yon, unti-unti nyo silang binubuo. Pero minsan, may mga times talaga na ma-realize nyo na iba na pala yung image na binubuo nyo. Na iba pala yung image na gusto nyong katunguhan nyo in the future. And it's normal to say na it's not working na and we should stop. Because if you would force it out, you are just going to prolong your agony. And so, maganda, be in a relationship, lay each other out, at intindihin nyo yung sarili nyo.
Kasi
How
yun nga
about you,
naman.
Miss Alex?
Ako yung expectation ko lang, for me napipiliin ka niya compared sa 1 million na i-offer sa'yo ng nanay niya. Like, ako yung nandun 1 million.
Okay, ang tanong, US dollars or Philippine peso? Yan ang tanong.
Tita, pakidagdagan po yung rate. Baka sakaling pag-isipan ko pa.
Oo, sabi po ni Miss Alexandra, dagdagan mo pa ng 2
Pwede, dagdagan pa, please. Mataas po yung value ko.
Ginawang business.
Kaya nga. Ayun, with that, Mr. Terence B, tama nga naman na sa lahat ng relationships, may mga ganyan, na expectations tayo. At tandaan natin, wag natin masyadong itaas. Kasi nakakasira yan. Tama.
Tama. And so
Sige.
now, we will now dwell on the common problems during a relationship. So first is lack of healthy communication. Ayan, communication na naman. Alam niyo, dapat mag-oral com na lang
Kaya
tayo.
nga ulit eh. Kasi tama naman, napaka-importante.
Tama.
Hindi pwedeng isang tao,
Communication is
diba?
everything. Next is financial issues. Now, this is true especially if you really are on a mature relationship, you know. Kasi tayo, being on an adolescent age and having relationship, kumbaga parang hindi pa natin ganun na measure of how we will be in the future. Pero once you really have spent more time with each other and parang nakita nyo na yung sarili nyo on a long term, doon nyo talaga ma-realize that finance is also an important factor in relationship because you are with the other into your future. And so next is growing apart. Ayan.
Okay, so ayun, growing apart. Tama ka naman na may mga ganyan na nangyari. Even platonic.
Okay, so dwelling on to the next. Partners stand on important matters, which includes religion, politics, or having children. Now, dito talaga tayo mag-a-agree lahat. Kasi yun nga, as I mentioned earlier, once you have committed yourself on a long-term relationship, ang dami na talagang factors na magmamatter. Andito yung financial issues, yung religion nga, and politics. Kasi there are instances where you both might have contrasting ideas. And dapat, simula pa lang, ay ma-figure out nyo na on how you will face this.
Kaya like sa drama na I watch, like, nung dati siguro sa GMA or sa ABS-CBN, yung bigla-bigla, syempre, nag-ano na sila sa isang relationship, nagpakasal, ganun. Tapos yung isa pala, nalaman nung asawa, ayaw niya mag-anak. So, anong gagawin nila, di ba? So, dapat, at the start pa lang na nagkakakilala kayo, ganun, getting to know each other, dapat state nyo na, ilapag nyo na lahat ng mga beliefs nyo, gano'n, kaya yung mga opinion sa buhay, perspective, para naman, kapag tumagal na kayo, wala kayong problema, di ba? Kaya communication, mag-usap kayo, okay?
Tama. How about you, Miss Alex? Anong gagawin mo? Ay, wait lang. Sino yung president mo for the May 2020 elections?
Let Lenny
Oh.
Paano ko yung jowa mo na mahal na mahal na mahal mo? Turns out na BBM pala siya.
Hala!
Wow! Okay, so, actually kahapon nakipagbardagulan pa lang ako sa BBM ko. Charot! So first, try ko muna siyang, like, magde-debate muna kami, like, try to ask him why. Siguro magde-debate kami about our own stance and our beliefs and why we want this specific candidate. Ganon.
It all falls down talaga into
Communication.
communication.
Yes. So, we can, reach an agreement on which one to vote, who's better, ganon.
Like,
Okay.
pwede po akong mag-add on to that.
Yeah, of course
Yeah,
you
go.
can.
Kasi po, sometimes narinig ko po yung mga people around me and sa cyberspace na sinasabi nila na parang wag nyo daw, like, don't let politics affect your relationships. Though totally valid naman yung opinion nila, I don't think that's quite right. Since yung politics po para kasing showcase mo na yung principles mo in life or yung mga gusto mong parang i-fight for. So, kunyari, yung prinsipyo mo is mabuti ka, gusto mo makatulong sa tao, syempre boboto mo yung taong makakatulong sa ibang tao.
Tama.
Kung yung prinsipyo mo magnanakaw, edi syempre boboto ka doon sa magnanakaw. Like, ganun lang po yun kadali. So like, dun pa lang, like, huwag kayong matakot na i-confront yung mga taong mahal niyo. Especially kung sa tingin nyo mali na sila. Kasi that's a form of love too eh. Di ka bumubuo ng relationship para lang maging yes man. You need to check out rin yung other people, pati rin yung sarili mo.
Tama. And these
Tama.
factors din kasi mirrors what kind of morals and beliefs you have. Kaya maganda talaga na ma-clarify nyo to from the very beginning.
Kaya you can say na educating them about what is right is a form of love talaga.
So ayan, now next, boredom. Nako. Pero there's a status that I read on Facebook from
Ano
Master
yan?
Jay. He said that he finally understood why Ben and Ben chose the line, pipiliin kita sa araw-araw over sa mamahalin kita araw-araw. Maybe because love is not guaranteed every day. The level, intensity, and purity of love will never be the same every day. But despite the fact that I will still choose you, hindi man kita mahal sa araw-araw, pipiliin naman kita through thick and thin. And there are instances wherein meron talagang times na nakakapagod ng magmahal. You feel tired, bored, pero andun pa rin yung feeling na nakapaloob sa'yo na there is still this person na after this phase that I am going through ay yung pipiliin ko. Yung rason kung bakit babangon ako muli para sa taong to.
Napagda! OMG, Mr. Terence became prepared!
Siyempre, I came in prepared. Papatalo ba ako kay Miss Alexis? Char. Okay, so ayan. Now that we have identified the common problems during a relationship, let us now ask our guests, ano ba yung ideal partner ninyo? Be realistic as possible, ha? Kumbaga,
Ayan.
parang, how
Hot
do you
seat na.
envision your relationship would be in the future if you decided to have one? Let us first ask Mr. Aldrich.
Ako talaga na una, no? Ideal partner. Siguro magre-refer na lang ako dun sa isang taong nakasama ko dati. Kasi dati may mga certain parang, I guess you can say parang standards na, okay, ganito yung height, ganito yung something, ganito yung ayos, ganyan. Pero, for some reason, hindi sila nasusunod. Like, totally, hindi sila nasusunod. Pero yung one constant thing lang talaga para sa akin, that yung ideal person ko has to be interesting for me. Like, interesado ako sa kanya to the max. Like, to the point na hindi ko siya malilimutan.
Paka-interesting naman nun. O sige, mag-move on tayo po kay Miss Alexandra. Ano ang iyong ideal partner? Care to share?
Ako para sa akin, like yung constant lang is yung, syempre, importante kasi sa akin yung akong how they present themselves. Like, are they presentable? Do they care? Kasi with those little things, like they do with themselves, like reflects a lot on how they would treat you. Tsaka, aside from that, I think yung masaya kasama, like, yung hindi mo mararamdaman na you're annoying them kapag kasama mo sila, like, someone easy to be with. Ganon. Yan lang naman.
Napakaganda. Feel ko si Mr. Aldrich nagpasok ng kanyang input dito sa confessional natin. Sige, mamaya pa naman yung mga confessional sabihin ni Miss pero ilagay natin dito. Ilathala mo yan.
Nakabahan ako. Well, though sabi ko kanina, na parang pinili ko yung category na single ready to mingle. Actually, both the categories, feeling ko fit naman ako. Pero siguro yung confession ko lang is, hanggang ngayon, may specific person pa rin ako na inaalala. Kasi, I guess, yung ending namin is not really that solid. It's very confusing. And I just hope and wish, and para kasing, I really have a special place for them in my heart kasi. Even though hindi na kami ganun nag-communicate and all, I just wish na they're really happy.
Ang hirap nga naman pag ang tao may iniwan sa'yo. Guys, sana next time, kapag aalis kayo, huwag kayong mag-iwan ng feelings. Gamit na lang.
Scarf na lang yung iwan nila.
Taylor Swift yarn. Okay. Okay, so ayun, sige. Ang ganda ng nasabi naman ni Mr. Aldrich. Sige, ikaw, sige. Sabi mo sa amin, ano ang gusto mo sa isang tao? What is your ideal partner?
For me, I would like a guy na he's a very family-oriented and God-fearing. Tapos syempre, nag-focus din sa studies. Actually, galing to lahat sa previous guy na nag-confess ako. So like, spill ko na.
Sige.
Actually, I liked him for a very long time, ever since nung I was 5 years old. So, nakita ko siya growing up. He's also my church mate. So, doon ko siya nakilala. And, close ko yung family niya. Tapos, we went through road trip. Syempre, pag church, nag-go-on sa mission. Tapos, nakikita ko siya, yung pag sa siblings niya, ang caring niya. Tapos yung sa parents niya, lalo na sa mom niya, pag nagpapa-assist, he's not complaining and never ko siya nakita nagdabog. So, last year, I confessed sa kanya. Tapos, after I confessed, sabi niya, I'm not rejecting you, but like, I'm focusing muna sa studies ko and but it's okay. Hindi naman ako nasaktan sa sinabi niya kasi he said na okay lang sa akin na thank you for confessing. Hindi pa rin ako makapaniwala. Tapos sabi niya, but right now, gusto ko muna na makagraduate ka and makagraduate ako. For now, I want to focus muna sa family ko and kay Lord. And then he said, malay mo, after we graduate and wala pa tayong mga jowa, I mean, we can go on a date and maybe try it out. Ganun. Yun lang.
Wow naman. That's for our entry number 43, Char. Pero like, after your confession, did things become awkward ba sa inyo? Or what?
Yeah, paano?
Actually, he told me that he would talk to me the next day, pero hindi na siya nag-reply.
Oh.
But it's okay kasi we talk sa church. Well, not through messenger, pero nagta-talk kami in personal. Pero right now, hindi naman awkward.
Nasa church ang true love.
Paano ba yung tamang way to respond sa confession? Kasi if you validate the feelings, parang it would give the, how do you say, yung umamin na parang you're giving her or him or them na parang hope, like false hope.
That's true. Kumbaga parang you also have to be mindful as well as be responsible with your own words. Grabe, nag-iinit na guys. Pero before we dive into the controversial topics, kalma muna tayo. Here are some other confessions na pinapabulong ng ibang mga Angelinians. Miss Riel, pakiread naman po. Paus na ako.
Okay, so let's start with our 6th entry. This is entry number 13. Sabi niya, Hi Ian Sambo. I think you already know who I am, but I just want to thank you for making my heart smile every single day. You literally deserve nothing but the best. I love you. Kinikilig ako. It's so cute kasi nag-I love you siya. And for our next entry, entry number 8, from Miss Memes. Siguro favorite niya mag-send ng memes, kaya ito yung nickname niya. Anyway, sabi niya, Hi, you may or may not know me, Joseph, but I know you well. Ay, stalker ka, girl. Charot.
Hindi na gaganyan, Babs.
Mas kilala pa niya si Joel kaysa sa Joseph.
Anyway, sabi niya, let's continue. Sabi niya, I just want to say thank you for making me feel loved and appreciated. Know that you are not ready yet, and so am I, for our relationship. But I just want you to know that I'm always here as your listener, your cheerer, your number 1638462 fan, and most of all, your admirer. Thank you for lending your ears when I want to talk to you and or rant something about my life. Even though I feel embarrassed because I kept disturbing you even though the topic was not that important. It may be awkward to say this, but I love you. As a friend, I'll just keep admiring you from afar and I'll just be right here, always and forevermore. Sarang he.
Oh, nado sarang eh.
Mare, hindi ko alam yon. Hindi ko alam yon, pero sige. Gusto ko
Sarang he is I love you in Korean language.
Oh.
I see.
Napaka-international naman yan. Wala, yung love niya umaabot hanggang Korea.
Ang international stage.
Anyway, I have a question. Ano yung thoughts nyo dun sa may admiring you from afar? Kasi ako personally, I'm not gonna lie, admiring someone from afar is hard. Pero grabe, si Miss Me, I admire her for that. Anyway, up next for our 8th entry, if I'm not mistaken. Entry number 3, sabi niya, Hi po, Sam. How can I ever possibly thank you for playing a significant part in my life? I am most grateful for your generosity and altruism. I love how you make sure that everyone feels okay in any situation, for never failing to show people that you love and care for them. Thank you for always listening to my stories and for letting me speak my mind. Thank you for celebrating my accomplishments. I have nothing but love and gratitude for you. In you, I have found sublime inspiration towards perseverance and confidence building. May I always have you in my life forever?
Oh my gosh, kinikilig na ako kaso narinig ko yung sublime. Ano kaya yon?
Naloka ko dun sa may I always have you in my life forever.
Grabe, that's such a heartfelt confession.
Mr. Sam, kung sino ka man, pwede mo raw bang makasama si Miss Anon forever?
Oo. Hala, nakaka-in love yung mga messages naman nila.
Meron pa. Nakatawa ako. Medyo mahaba to, pero sana kayanin
Entity
natin.
na ba?
Yeah.
Kapag di pa ako natawag dito, mawala na ako ng chance.
Sabihan mo kami pag ikaw to Sabi niya,
sige.
Hey, if you're reading this, Isabelli, I'm not sure if tama kasi ito yung nakalagay sa ano. Anyway, I just wanna say I have always had a crush on you dati, but I never got the chance to really tell you that I like you. And yeah, I would pretend to be annoyed, but in truth, I was so pleased to talk to you every day. Like, bruh, minsan I hear my heartbeat rushing so loud that I can hardly hear anything and wild butterflies inside my tummy. And I don't know how it started, but seeing you with someone else made me realize how much I like you. While typing this, I'd been lying here in bed and looking up at the ceiling, thinking that when I had started having feelings for you, I guess I had always been attached to you. I started having feelings for you since after the prom night. I didn't realize how attracted I was to her besides being a girl. She was funny, quirky, and cute, and plus, she would challenge me, tease me, but she really cared about me. It was prom night at syempre babae kami pareho. So I didn't know where to put my hands pag sasayaw ko. So I asked her, how's this gonna work? Then we both awkwardly laughed and that was such a cute moment. Indeed, cute talaga yung part na yun. Like,
Ang cute!
imagine!
Oh my God.
Ang cute niya! Love wins! Ah! Wow, so nice.
Anyway, I think I'm done here. It was nice reading such confessions. Diba? Diba? Mixed feelings. Nakakakilig, nakakaingit. Parang gusto ko tuloy magjowa. Kaya lang, studies first.
Ang daming pag-aaral yan.
Mr. Riel, take it away.
Yes naman po, Miss Jurelle. Napaka-ganda ng boses mo. Salamat po sa pag-read ng mga confessions na nakaka-blow away sa kilig. Tama, Mr. Terence B.
Tama, grabe. Hindi pa rin ako makaget over with the confession